Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. Technically, I guess you could say we should be on spring break, but let's be honest. If we're sitting at home doing nothing normally except sleeping in, staying up playing video games, and wasting time on our phone, because that's basically what it is, let's be honest, then let's get a little math done, at least a little bit each and every day or every other day. So this week, my motivation is good old Anthony, who has been working hard over the last couple weeks for us, for me, for himself. And I noticed that he struggled or skipped this stuff on the unit circle. So I wanted to go ahead and do this for him as well as everybody else. Most of you haven't done this. I want you to see how easy this is. Okay? So first of all, I'm doing not the video. I'm doing this practice right here on the unit circle. And then later in the video, I'm going to point you to the circle review, which I also assigned to you again, just to make sure you take a look at that as well. But anyways, let's get going here. Look how simple this is, guys. As you notice here, they give us a nice picture of a circle. They give us 3 points, A, B, and C. And all they want you to do is figure out the angle that corresponds to those points. For example, we all know from there to there is 90 degrees, right? Every one of these is 90 degrees, correct? So, if I go 90 and I go that much further to A, in other words, we're looking at this red angle right here. Let's call it theta. Clean that up a little bit. A little better. So we're looking at that angle right there, theta. It's a little bit bigger than 90, right? How big do you think this is in here? Maybe about 20 or 30 degrees, right? And basically you are just guesstimating here, and eventually you'll get good like me where you'll recognize exactly what angle that is. It just takes practice. But anyways, here are your choices. Is it 60? Could it be as big as 240 or 165? I don't think so. I'm pretty sure it's 120. In other words, that little angle right in there is another 30 degrees, right? It's another 30 degrees there. And 30 and 90 is 120. So I'm going to select 120 here, and I'm going to click check, and it's going to be right. All right, let's go on to point B. Point B, notice. Now remember, guys, from here to here is 90, and from there to there is another 90. So if I'm over here, this whole circle, or this whole curve would have been 180 degrees. And by the way, that's why a straight line, see how I have a straight line right here, is 180 degrees. Well, B, of course, is not quite 180. It's from there to there, right? So it's a little tiny bit short of 180 in there. So if you look at your choices, do you agree we're going to pick 165? And you're going to click check and you're going to get it right. All right, one more here. What about this angle down here, angle C? Well, we just talked about how from there to there is 180 degrees. Because any straight line is 180 degrees, right? And notice I have to go to here. So I'm going this bit further past 180. Now, if you were to look at that, I would say I'm talking about from here to here is about at least 50 to 60 degrees past 180, right? So if you look at your choices, it should be obvious. That's a 240. In other words, from here to there, from here to there is 240 degrees. And you'll click check, you'll get that right. All right? Let's see what this problem is. On this problem, they want to know the coordinates equal to sine of 200. So what we're going to do is first let's find 200. Is that 200? No, we just figured out that's around 120 to 130-ish, right? is see down here 200? Just think, guys, we're rotating basically counterclockwise. So I would have to go to there. That's way past 200. This is 200, right? See how this is just a little bit below the 180 again. Now, here's the trick. They want the sine of 200. And remember that x is always the cosine of our angle in a unit circle. Y is the sine. So when they say sine, they're telling me y. Y is sine, x is cosine. That's one of the things you just got to memorize and understand. X is your cosine, y is your sine. Just say it over and over again till you get it. X is cosine, y is sine. So they want the y for the 200-degree angle. So look at our choices. If you look at our choices, first of all, this is point B. So they're looking for the y at point B. That's why you're going to select D and you're going to get it right. So remember, x is cosine, y is sine. X is cosine, y is sine. All right, let's look at this one. This time they tell us it's exactly 270. See how we rotate around counterclockwise to point A there? They want the y coordinate of point A. Well, we already know point A is at 270 degrees. The y is the sine. X would have been the cosine, right? Y is the sine. So that's why you would pick right here the sine of 270 and you'd get that right. If you pick cosine, that would be wrong because that's the x. Cosine is x, y is sine. All right, let's do one more. Notice they tell us right in here is 20 degrees. We already know that this is 90. So this right here has to be 110 degrees. They want the x coordinate of that point A. Remember, x is cosine. So we want the cosine of 110. If they wanted the y, we would do sine of 110. So if you look at your choices, that's why you would pick cosine 110. And that's it, guys. You have to admit that was pretty simple, right? So, please try it on your own. It's a unit circle practice. Try to get 100% like I did. And then I want you to go through the little set of notes, a little article. It starts out like this, where they're telling you about the origination of the unit circle and so on. And you're going to learn things about like why x is cosine and why y is sine. I'm pretty sure that's the end of the video there, guys. So, guys, please follow along. I did add those assignments near the beginning of your assignment page. And so please do it. Get some credit for me. Do something constructive besides sit at home and waste time. Lord knows we're all just relaxing and wasting too much time lately. See you around.